We picked up a pretty strange Briggs & Stratton Intek 190 today at a swap meet. It was 35 bucks. It had no compression, and we needed a head for one of these. So it's a 6 horsepower engine. So we figured for 35 bucks, it's definitely worth it because it's got a carb and everything else. It seems complete. And we noticed the thing is perfectly clean. There's no carbon on the muffler. There's no dirt anywhere. It says on it, do not run, no oil. So, look, and this is a piece of tape, and it's not burned off. So, obviously, the thing looks like it's never been run, or if it was, it hadn't been run for more than maybe a couple of seconds or something. And we looked in the gas tank, and we noticed that it doesn't smell like gas at all. It smells like nothing. It just smells like plastic. So, anyway, we were thinking maybe somebody didn't put any oil in it and, started it and it just threw a rod or something. And you see how easily this thing spins. You want to spin it for me? Good. Yeah, so it was apparent that the valves are obviously not working and that the rod is thrown. Then, so we bought it, we're like, whatever, we just need the head and, carburetor and stuff, it's all a plus. 35 bucks, can't go wrong. And we noticed things were a little weird. First of all, this date code, it's hard to see with this camera, but this date code is totally invalid. The date code is 12-08-98, so December 8th, 98. Obviously, that's not how, if you know Briggs & Stratton date codes, that's not how they work. You can see it now.
It's not an engine code at all, it's just a date.
Yeah. Now, there's a valve code, or there's model numbers, and yeah, it's not a code at all, it's just a date. Now, there's ones on here, but these are normal. See, this is how it's supposed to be. 98 is the year, that's the first 2 digits. 08 would be the month, that's August. 25 would be the day of the month, so August 25th, 98, and then there's an FD. That's odd, I've never seen that. Are any of ours like that? FD, no. They all have numbers at the end, don't
usually
they?
end with an R if they're a reman, but
FD.
I don't know what FD is.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so then we're like, well, whatever. Haven't seen every Briggs in the world. And then I noticed this on the starter, this electric start. Now this is another thing that's weird. This is an electric start, this is a starter here, but this is not an electric start flywheel. There's no teeth on it, so this starter does nothing. And then I read the starter. Look what it says there. Performance of this, let's see. Performance of this sample is typical only. Do not use to establish production limits. Engineering sample. So this starter is, yeah, not.
There's a brand on it too.
It is United Technologies, yeah. Yeah, so this is a weird starter, obviously just like a pre-production test or something. And then we saw this on the engine itself. This is an uncertified engine produced only for testing and evaluation purposes and may not be sold to consumers. So obviously things were getting a little weird. So maybe I was thinking it could be maybe like a store display or something like that.
That might be what the code means. Would it end with FD?
FD, yeah.
For display, maybe?
For display, yeah. Anyway, so we opened it up. Dave, you want to open it up for me? Yeah. Wanted to see what it's thrown rod or what. And if you look inside here, it's not a thrown rod, it's no rod. There's no rod. You can look at the, well, it's hard to see in the camera, but you can look, there's a little bit of surface rust on the crankshaft on the journal there. There was never a rod on this engine. There's no piston in it. There's no marks inside the...
Yeah, if you look in there with a light, there's no scoring at all or any wear on the...
Yep, and there is no push rods. So this is... Yeah, and obviously you can see by the cleanliness and dryness of this that there's never been oil on this. So this is some sort of weird display engine.
And we were the first ones to crack this case. The seal was...
Yeah, the seal was perfect.
The seal tore.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that the head has valves in it because we need the head. Anyway, I just thought I'd show everybody this weird Briggs. If anybody has any idea if I'm right on this being like a display or something.
Cover off.
let me know. Because we just need the head. We've got another Intek 190, 6 horsepower, and the head is
I mean, this one's so brand
the
new.
head has a spark plug stuck in it. That we cannot. We've tried every which way. Even brought it to a machine shop, and it can't be taken out without destroying the head. So we're like, screw it. Just buy a new head. So now we're gonna see if there's any parts inside
the valves at all. Just a bare head.
Yeah. So we take off Dave's taking off the valve cover. It has no rod, no piston, no push rods, no cam. So let's see if it has any valves. Oh, it does have valves.
Wow,
Sweet.
no rocker arms though.
No rocker arms. Nice. Why would they bother to put valves in but no rocker arms? Doesn't make any sense. Were the rocker arms here at all? I see some marks on the metal. See?
Yeah, he might have been there at one point.
Yeah, I couldn't understand why they would, not put rocker arms in. That's pretty stupid. Would it be possible that somebody bought this engine, took out the push rods, rocker arms, piston,
and then reassembled
piston
it?
and connecting rod out of a brand new engine?
Wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you just put whatever? Why wouldn't you just leave this engine be? Unless you were stealing the parts out of it.
Sell the engine.
Oh,
so
you can't
it could
sell
have
the
been
engine.
at a shop.
That's true.
But why would they put it back together?
Well, if it was their display engine, they just started taking parts from it.
I guess.
Well, if anybody has any idea what the heck this thing is, let me know, because I'm confused. That's not a short block, that's a stripped block.
Yeah.